Another week, boys, and another TWAB. We recently just went over everything that Luke Smith had to say about seasons. If you want to check that one out, guys, it's an extremely long video, but I did timestamp everything, and we talked about everything in great depth that Luke Smith went over in that post. But essentially, we're receiving like a battle pass in the seasons to come. There will be a season pass that will serve as an alternate way of earning loot, as well as getting access to certain exotics. Like we mentioned in that video, though, things can kind of get blurry there, especially when you can start buying ranks on your season pass. Now, what Luke Smith stated was that in the final 2 to 4 weeks of the season, which is 10 weeks long, that is when ranks will be unlocked to be purchased, which again, still kind of scary, but I really won't know until we're actually in the game and ranking up. With that being said, let's get into today's TWAB. We have a Gate Lord's Eye here. We saw it earlier, but we really didn't dive into the mods that we see here. So obviously in that middle column, we got a bunch of enhanced reloader perks. Now the first column, we notice that there's like a Vex icon on a couple of those. Obviously those are Vex related. Maybe you do more damage to Vex specifically. In the second column next to it, I think these are all related to those ricochet rounds or armor piercing rounds, which can over penetrate certain targets. We saw them back in Gamescom, but dealing with certain activities, specifically the nightmares, these rounds really start to show their value. Now to the right of the reloader perks, looks to be like a grenade mod of some sort, a melee mod of another sort, and another grenade mod, but with like a void swirly. Is that a void icon there in the middle? I could be wrong. Could just be a grenade. But it seems to be related there to our neutral game, as well as our final column right there. But again, some of those icons I have yet to see. That bottom right icon actually looks similar to like enhanced Ashes assets. Now moving on, PAX West is happening this week, guys. I'm not doing anything there, but there will be reward matches. These are essentially the same matches that were present at Guardian Con, where you would earn like a coin, and then of course you can go risk that coin in order to earn the second coin, which seems to be that Crucible icon coin. These are for real coins. They are not plastic. They are metal. They are real, and they will have a very long line. If it's similar to Guardian Con, it will take forever to get through that line. I did not have the patience to wait, but for those that have the patience to wait, man, you'll get some pretty sweet loot from it. Now moving on to the juicy stuff, we've got a hotfix 2.5.22 on the horizon, and it's got some target quality of life improvements coming. Now I was hoping this was going to be more Sandbox related, but the only thing that's been revealed to us so far are the quest changes coming to Wendigo and the Mountaintop quests. Again, this Sandbox or this hotfix update will be rolling out next Tuesday. So for something like Wendigo right now, which actually requires you to go into playlist strikes and essentially land 1,500 final blow kills with a grenade launcher, 500 multi-kills, and earn points. Those grenade launcher kills are now going to be worth 100% more for each objective. The death penalty will no longer exist for that final objective. Freaking hooray, man. I didn't realize that the death penalty was a thing until like halfway through my grind. And then I was like, man, why is this thing not going up? And that's because it's a death penalty. Grenade launcher multi-kills grants 50% more progress. Completing playlist strikes grants a significant amount of progress towards the final objective. So actually completing the strike. This is going to, of course, push most of us that have not completed Wendigo to just jump into the strike playlist and grind it out. Me personally, I have not done Wendigo on my console account. I did it on my PC account, was dreading doing it again. I'm so happy that this quest is actually being toned down a bit. This should make life easier, at least for myself, going into Shadowkey. Now, I would like to mention Wendigo. I have not reviewed it yet, and I've kind of been sitting on it. We're pretty sure that Swarm, or at least spike grenades in general, are going to get a massive nerf in PvE. If that is the case, some of the top PvE weapons will include things like Darcy, Prospector, and also Wendigo, baby. So I'm excited to see where Wendigo fits in the next PvE meta. Now also moving on to Mountaintop. This one's also getting a reduction in terms of quest stress. Mountaintop actually has 4 steps to its quests. It requires you to reach glory rank, complete the Triumph Pursuit of Honor, reach glory rank Fable, and then after that speak the Shacks. The biggest issue out of all these steps is of course the Pursuit of Honor, which takes forever. 750 kills with a grenade launcher, 200 double kills with a grenade launcher, and 100 calculated trajectory medals. And I think that's like 3 grenade launcher kills without dying. This is a pain. I don't care who you are. At the end of the day, this quest is not a fun one to do. But Mountaintop is getting toned down here. Required number of multi-kills has now been reduced from 200 to 75. Required number of medals has also been reduced from 100 to 25. Points earned in competitive has been further increased relative to other PvP modes. Roughly 1 time for quick play, 2 times for Iron Banner, and 3 times for comp. Boys, if you happen to be doing Iron Banner in the month of September, slap on a grenade launcher, at least in your heavy slot, and you'll be amazed how quickly this will go up if you're trying to avoid the comp playlist. So guys, this is a huge change, making Mountaintop much more obtainable. But with it being more attainable, I guess it's pretty obvious to say this weapon is going to get nerfed, at least in PvE, right? I mean, in the least, spike grenades in general are going to get toned down, because with them making Mountaintop this easy to get, and it's not necessarily just going to be super easy, but it is significantly easier than what it originally was. I think it's safe to say that, yeah, that Mountaintop is probably going to get nerfed in some way, whether it's through a blanket nerf or a specific one. But guys, that's pretty much your TWAB. Again, if you want to go check out our video talking about season passes, battle passes, and a host of other things, because seasons are changing greatly. Like, we're going to get 4 seasons this coming up year. They're going to be changing a bunch, leading into one another, drawing new narratives. It actually looks pretty cool. I am a little concerned about the battle pass system, how it's going to work, how loot's going to work with it. I don't know. We'll just have to see, man. But understand, Destiny, at least the base game, is going free to play. But we'll just have to play it by ear. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching. And as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.